Now, this is pretty important. That was a bit of a feint towards B from two of the players there. They haven't fully committed towards A. This is a big stack from the defensive side. They were stacked up in middle. Now, TenZ could be a game changer. He could slice this in half, or he gets the timing wrong and gets found by Sick. Imperative kill, and suddenly you can see how they're moving around the map on the attacking side has punished any of the information finding that Cloud9 wanted to do here.
Sick has not taken a bullet of damage and already racked up 2 kills on that Sage. We are highlighting him earlier, already living up to the hype. As we take a look at Dapper, he's going to be easing out into the A site. And with just 3 defenders left, you know the Sentinels can go wherever they want. Dapper's going to make it just 2 defenders left. The spike's going to go down over at B. Dapper just drawing all the attention. And it's only a matter of time. It's going to be a 2v4 retake opportunity for Mitch.
They have to clear so much. I see this being very tricky, especially with the post-plant positioning coming out. They are dedicated towards the site, but they've got that swing of Omen over towards the halls, and they're going to have to isolate him first, but time, it's ticking, and Six having none of it. This is a lovely beginning here. Clean as well, 3 standing after the plant. Nicely handled by the Sentinels bucket. This is quite a risky hit. They might go for the dry peak once that smoke dissipates, or walk the smoke. It looks like that's going to be the case. This could catch off Cloud9, but no, TenZ is way too aware for that.
And that's the most important kill. You took out Sick, who had the resurrect. Sinatra's here to trade. Zoms is going to answer back on Vice, but it's Relics holding strong through short A, and it's a big defensive stand on the gun round from Cloud9.
More towards B in middle. But TenZ is actively trying to get the information on this, and so far so good until then. Shinobi going down opens up the site, and uh-oh, it's unraveling. TenZ has to try and hold on to this.
TenZ was able to get Shazam Sick there with the instant res. And now TenZ is deciding, do I go ahead and updraft? Do I tell my teammates I can? Well, the peak is coming from above, and TenZ somehow turns and punishes Sinatra. The first 1v1 we see, Sinatra had the first bullets in him, but TenZ gets the flick.
Yeah, but Omen's got a lot of utility too. They could try and base it off the back of maybe something coming in. Oh, the dry peek from TenZ. A little too early, going ahead of the smokes and the utility, but Sick's going to punish him so quickly, and now they're all pouring in from the same angle bucket. This might be over. I don't know if they can do this one back now.
Yeah, this is tough. We have seen teams back away with the weapons at that point. This time they try and commit, and they are punished. So finally, the Sentinels are broke. Let's take a look at how TenZ just snaps, jumps,
mid-fight,
and make the call.
There it is. Mitch does well. That's exactly what you need. He doesn't need to overpeak now. He needs to hold the angle, maybe a deeper one, allow the play to come through from his teammates like TenZ. He's waiting for the moment. Sova's baiting for him, tries to get the attention, but by now, look at where the T-side, attacking side of Sentinels is going. They've isolated off the Omen. Relics would have to walk through his own smoke here, which he's going to do. Catching off Sick, but the trade comes back in from Zoms, so the spike can be planted at B. We saw a very similar piece coming out on the attacking side from the Sentinels before, but it's retake time, and it's very viable now.
Mitch just earned his res, and he is going to instantly use it. Be the one to help out his teammate here. The Cypher playing the tight corner, but it's going to be Zoms now isolated on the site. As Dapper peeks, he's got the right timing, and that's all 3 lining up for him. Backing into main, and Sinatra still holding from hell.
Oh, Sick on the angle there. Going to punish TenZ. A nice attempt, but Sick's now in trouble. Can't see too much. Shazam's got his back, trying to trade effectively. The cage goes down, and Relics says hello. That's huge, but still, you've got Dapper alive, and after that last clutch, I ain't gonna doubt him. Sentinels continue again. Dapper. It isolates the 2 players on the site, and I think they're gonna go off the back of this, but look at Jet. Tucked away in that cubby, could do some work.
And Zoms maybe popping the ultimate here as the Omen trying to just distract, but it's going to be his teammates getting run down in the middle. Sinatra's able to trade out one and pop the ultimate. He saw multiple players on the site. Can he finish these kills? Both the Omen and Cypher weak, and Relics will go down. Now the counter ult from Shinobi. Got him pinned in wide, but unable to connect. So Sinatra surviving, and that is going to be enough to break onto A. Mitch, operator, in hand, finds Zoms as they try and retreat. So I thought just as Sinatra was going to push through, Mitch gets an angle, and now this is a way more interesting 1v1 with plenty of time left on the clock.
That early information, does he spot him? Might have seen him towards CT, I think he has. And Sinatra going through all that utility bucket. This is going to be tough for the play back in from Cloud9.
All right, Mitch has got the operator, though. 1 bullet to the body is going to give you the kill, and he actually swapped it out to a Phantom on the rotation. So Sinatra caught peek in the wrong direction. Getting aggressive, goes up over the wall from Sick. They're not going to see this coming, but Shazam is there to punish. Spike has been located, and here comes the rotation.
Yeah, it's down to Vice to try and buy some time. He just about takes down Sinatra. Nice pop on the ult. Maybe gets that last bit of info. How much time does he have? Not enough. Dapper there on the swing. Tens and Shinobi, though, know what's coming on. And now we're down to Shazam to try and do the damage. A 1v2 ain't going to be easy, trying to bait it away. Tries to do what he can. Shinobi, he's having none of it. It's stabilization time for Cloud9.
I was watching Tens' stream, and they were having so much success on the attack. It was their defense that is the expected weakness. Here comes an aggressive paranoia, and Tens is going to work on top of it. 3K to kick that round off. A big start here for C9. Now they're starting to build that confidence.
Towards the spike, so they've got to try and approach from another angle. And maybe Tens just wants it all for himself. That's his fourth this round. And he might just find the final player. He knows that the Dapper's been playing on this side. He's going for it. He can't quite connect on that shot he needed. But that's the power of Tens.
And also credit to Relics there. Everyone was paranoid at A. Everybody. Here comes Dapper. Okay. Taking 2-3 guns off. This round is not done yet. 1v1. Vice versus Dapper. And of course, it's going to be up to Dapper to go for the plant.
This is going to be a timing moment, isn't it? Oh god, who turns at the right time? Oh, they've gone around each other here for now. And retrieval of the spike. It's going to be the fight, right? As soon as they hear that they're there, he'll swing on it. Surely. Surely.
Yeah, Vice can just bait this one out. He's seen the spike. He's holding the angle. And now you're peeking with a Spectre. That is confidence right there.
So they've left the B site completely. They've stacked up in middle, and surely Shazam has just seen all of that. So this should spur on the hit. It does. Here comes Dapper leading the way, trying to clear out the site. Sinatra does find Vice, but by now the revive comes back in as the trade was there for Mitch, and Mitch is just on patrol here, not allowing people to cross cleanly towards the site.
It's the final round of the half. Could be playing this one slow to go for the resurrect, but Tens isn't slowing down by any means. Out comes the jet ult, and the daggers come flying. Mitch looking for more. It's Tens who's gonna get his second, and there we go. 3 kills for each players and the defuse. Cloud9, after looking so sloppy, what was it, 7-1 at the start? In the group stages on their attack, will they get that early momentum and win the pistol game? 6 says no, and how good has this man been in the pistol rounds? Last time he opened up with the first 2 picks, same thing here in round 13.
Attacking side in all kinds of trouble. Relics, oh, the timing couldn't have been worse. Vice there, trying to do what he can, finds Zoms. Relics goes back in. Vice just, ooh, Sinatra does go down as well. This is suddenly very, very possible. What a messy start here, but Vice, can you clutch this up in a 1v2 now?
And you got Sick playing around the corner with Dapper. Sick's gonna make some noise picking up that Sheriff, and he's gonna make it count.
Play?
He's gonna go right into his smoke.
Yeah,
he was doing this all yesterday. Spike's already going down, but Dapper will find Vice. Spike planted. 4 attackers left. What can Tens do from the top? There's his first. Sick is pushing through the smoke, and he's just dropped down. So they're going to force the pressure from the top. Instantly, the Owl drone is going to be cut down. And Shinobi holds strong. On the flank, though, it's Zombs. Tens answers back. Good round so far for the attackers. And with just Sinatra left, Mitch is going to eliminate him with the Vandal. And it is Cloud9 back on the board, 6-9 after giving up early rounds. Still holding mid while everyone else is pushing through. And there's the first stinger removed in the hands of Zombs. Shinobi about to get a lot more information. They'll be able to shut the door, and they know all 3 are going to be pushing from the same direction. One player up top, though, is it's Sinatra on the rotation with the Odin, finds 10. Shazam now gets his 3rd and 4th kill. What a play. The duo of Shazam and Sinatra getting the job done. For Sick in the mix as well. He was healing early in the round, but you got to keep your eyes on Tens. Anytime he has this jet ult up, he is able to do damage. There's the first. Gets the instant reload. Down goes the second and finds the third. Tens. 3 means that he will be able to get this plant off, and with just 2 defenders left, they're going to be in trouble going up against one of the best jets in the game, but a single bullet will cut him down.
It's got to be done. They've got to be so aware of this angle. There it is. Execution towards Dapper. And you can see Zoms trying to bait it out, but Tens isn't falling for anything. As an individual, even on no HP, he is still operating at such a high level. Zoms does find him. How much time was bought? A great deal. I think Zoms knows it's now or never. Good random choice towards Shinobi, but he's got to move fast here, fuck it.
Has no idea where this player is, and Shinobi's paranoia is going to wear off. What a big round from Cloud9.
For the Sentinels, but Cloud9, decent post-plants it.
We've been talking about ultimates. The Jet ult was so good last round, but Shazam has been on point with his Breach ultimate. The Rolling Thunder could totally throw off everyone on site. Going to force a player out. Perfect cage timing, though, as you're going to see Vice buying time. And I think it's all going to be based off of how Shazam plays. It's here it comes.
That's huge. That's really big. Sinatra in compliment as well. Find Shinobi. Vice doing what he can, but it's down to 1. Mitch tucked in the corner, but time is ticking. He just has to buy time, but they're trying to stick the defuse here. Dapper is on patrol, but he's got no HP. Mitch is good for 1. He comes up the defuse. Is there time?
You gotta have.
I don't know if there is. It's going to be so close. No! Beautifully played by Mitch to buy just enough time.
A fun tournament to watch, and definitely one of the most exciting finals we could ask for.
Why am I seeing ghosts in the kill feed? Excuse me? There we go. Thank you. Thanks for... Don't make me nervous. Don't make me nervous. Sinatra, stop it. Don't do this.
They're not going to do it,
Cloud9, don't throw this one. We don't throw these. We do not throw these rounds.
There's the res. They still got the guns against just a Sheriff and a Ghost. Smoke out from TenZ. Perfect placement there, as Dapper won't be able to get any sights. A quick peek, though, from Sinatra finds TenZ, and all of a sudden, this is trouble again. They have a spike. They can go anywhere on the map they want. Instead, they're trying to force this one into B. Sinatra down to 2 HP. And he is so good at delaying. Does he know the Sage is directly above him, though? Mitch has his location and has him dead to rights. All right,
but look
2v1.
at this flank. Yeah, just backs away from the timing. So both of them know what's up. Dapper just about evading detection, creeping back in. He's found Shinobi. Oh my word, 8 bullets to play with unless he hits that reload. And the Sage cowering at the back, trying to play the time. Mitch has to be smart, on point, and he is. Dedicated towards the angle. Mitch, don't let it slip, but
that was against Pistols.
Shouldn't have been that close.
Yeah, we should remind everybody, that was against 3 Ghosts, a Sheriff, and I think a Classic that round. Big hold to start things off. Sick is so good with that Ghost at short range. But it is going to be Cloud9 taking their 9th round, about to tie it up potentially if they're able to get through Sinatra's Odin at the B site, or will they just lean over to A?
I'm just waiting to see what happens. You know, TenZ 1 away from his ult now. He gets one more pick. He's looking for it early too. If he gets that, pops the knives maybe, or saves it for if the economy dips a little bit. But what a turn back here from Cloud9. That first half, I was like, okay, Sentinels, all right, we're looking good. But this is the perfect response. Cloud9, yeah, they're leaning a bit on TenZ to pull off some big moments, but you know what? He can repeat these. He seems to be able to pull off some repetition. So this attacking side's looking pretty deadly. Sinatra trying to find the info. Gets a little, not a lot. And again, a bit of a default from Cloud9. Not trying to be, you know, too obvious in where they want to head, but with the spike kind of... Okay, patience being shown here.
Now you know. And this is where the Odin is so good.
What is that aim from Sinatra? Flicks everywhere, but the sight, it's Cloud9.
TenZ, just 24 HP. 1 bullet will take him down. Sentinels are stacking up. Everyone pushing from the same side, and Dapper and Shazam are going to power their way through the first 2. Final player in the back, it's Relics. It's a Bulldog. It's a Dream versus 4. He's stalled, but not long enough, as it will be Sentinels taking their 11th round here.
All right, TenZ, we've seen this before. The smoke, one more comes in. He gets up close and personal. This time just pops it straight up and down. Looking around, looks towards heaven. He finds one. TenZ is looking good on this. And there's another victim. TenZ is so damn good in these rounds. But the spike's not gone down here, Pocket. There's still dangers aplenty.
I don't know how he does it. He is so consistent. Definitely the most efficient player with a Jet ultimate. Now, he may have to bait a teammate or 2 here, but expect him to be good for the right click. And down goes the wall. TenZ is going to punish Zombs. Don't you reload at me, boy. Doesn't have his updraft, so he's going to have to play low ground here. But what should have been a round for the Sentinels, the Jet, a superhero, is going to keep 4 up for the attackers with 2 defenders probably keeping their guns.
TenZ is just a goddamn game changer.
Okay,
this guy,
Sinatra.
He's okay. Sinatra's not he's not out of it. But the time's not going to allow much more. They can cost them.
Right.
But the round's theirs, no matter which way you want to cut this. And TenZ's value unbelievable.
Coming in from Sinatra, though, is going to give some information to the defenders. Now, Shazam is trying to set this one up with some bursts through the wall, force players into his teammate. As Sinatra is pinching from the opposite side, Shazam is doing the damage himself. Tens versus Shazam, and the duo again holding it down as Sick is going to get the defuse. Spike is going to go down any moment. This is going to be up to Dapper working with his Omen. And what can they get done? Dapper taking down Tens as the res comes in from Mitch. Dapper's still clean so far. And that's a great paranoid.
This is not looking too good if you're Cloud9. These post plants have to hold, and Zombs already find Shinobi. There's still one standing. And around the world we go. Who's buying time? It's the other Omen. They've readjusted. Zombs is none the wiser, but can they do... He's holding it. Just gets off the defuse. Relics, well played to Relics there. So well handled. Oh, everyone's going for these crazy plays. Tens pops the ult. They're all looking for those opening picks, but no one's giving it away just yet. Relics finds Shazam, and suddenly it's looking pretty good for OT if they keep going this way.
Dapper on your screen with a terrible weapon for this range, but he is going to make it work. That is Stinger taking down Relics. Out comes the knives, though. Tens finds one. Can't finish off Sick, and Sick is going to make that one count.
It's a 2v3. It's not over yet. Sick needs to do more, and he's done just that. One towards Mitch. Wow. The second again. This is 3 now for him. He finds a third on Vice. And it all falls down to the final man standing, Shinobi, for this retake. They're getting close. They want to end this one now.
In-game leader for Cloud9 will be outgunned by Zombs, and that will do it. Sentinels lock up map number 1, 13-11, way closer than we saw in the group stages, coming out of your attackers.
Okay. You see this mid-pressure. Sinatra already getting things started with a bang. Contact made towards short as well. Dapper knows what's up, but commits to the second. Tens trades it, and suddenly this A-hit looks a little bit more scary. They could definitely get the spike down. I want to see what that Omen does.
So we're going to use them both to break his way out of Garage. That's going to be the question for me on the retake. Tens is going to punish Stick through the smoke, and Shazam will answer back on Rogues, who's holding down long A. So it's just 2 players on the site. Tens about to have his hands full, trying to do work with the Classic, and now he's got help. Mitch is going to go down, so it's only Tens, and finally they will be outgunned.
Always a threat. So crossfire in middle might be undone if they're not careful.
Big wall going up. Is there a hold? Nope. It's going to be cleaned. As I said, it's actually Dapper who's going to rotate around and get the triple there. The Spectre is clean, but Tens still alive. He took that early damage. He's surviving, spike in hand, and he's got his Cypher to work with. So the 2 are going to make their way over to the C site. And again, it is Cloud9 with the man advantage. Final 10 seconds. Spike is planted. Will we see the 1v2 clutch from Zombs this time around?
I actually loved everything that Cloud9 just did. I talked about their creativity on the attacking side. You're seeing it now. Zombs has to play this. He does have good armor, but, well, you've got Tens with good aim. So that does become a bit of a problem. Yeah, there it is. Tens with 3 so far in this game. His value is insurmountable. Does he check the corner? Of course he does, but he loses it. So now there's a chance, but it's a thin one, and it gets put to bed instantly. Tens instantly on the aggress as well. Not going to slow down. Not going to hinder him for a second. Shazam outdone already.
Shazam only hit one of those blades, and he was expecting the kill. That's going to be costly. Sinatra investing his run it back as well. Out come the curveballs, but he's slowed down. Great Cypher play from Vice as he locks it up, keeps his teammate alive, and they will take the round. Yeah, Shazam's going to be on a nice flank, though, and if Tens is looking forward, he could be the first one to fall. Relics is on the other side of the wall. Zombs is actually going to hold true with the Ghost as he gets the first pick on Mitch. That is going to delay the spike plant. And the spike is having to rotate out. Shazam on the flank doing huge damage as he finds his third. Looking for a fourth. Shinobi able to answer back with 1, but the damage was already done. Dapper cleans it up, and that is a huge eco round coming out of Sentinels. The door as everyone is rotating through the defender spawn. Sinatra leading the charge. Caught with a curveball in hand, but he's traded out as Sick is able to pick up the kill. Now Shazam trying to work magic, but the Brimstone late smokes coming into play.
They're holding it. I'm pretty sure they're still on this one. Shazam's going to re-smoke it. Double dipped on it. He's still going, and he's still got it. Nicely done from Shazam. Pros just simply don't fake, Mitch. You got to know this now.
He got punished last time, and Shazam was able to loop around through when they tried to go for the B plant. This time, Tens going up and above, but Zombs was playing way deep. Is going to use his ultimate, the orbital strike. Going to force everyone out. Stops the plant attempt.
A spike. Oh, he just cancels it. Nice work from Sinatra to push in on that timing. Loses out to Vice in the end, but the spike now down is going to be on the attacking side to try and make it back up. But Vice is being just a real threat here in Shazam. Can you go big again? This time a little bit trickier, but with that spike being where it is, there's a chance for a bit of play here.
Great timing by Vice. As soon as Dapper goes to throw the ult, the peek comes in and makes this a 1v2. Operator inside a bubble on B site, pinched between two players. Good luck, Shazam. That's going to be the half. 8-4, Cloud9. Or is it Sentinels? You can totally flip the script and win 3 in a row off of some big plays. Sinatra has been pure with the frenzy and the pistol rounds. This time, though, a great paranoid comes in as it's Relics and Shinobi holding down C. Relics still surviving, finds another one on Zombs, and once again, it is now a 1v4 for the Sentinels. This time, it's Dapper.
About Sinatra on the frenzy, aggressive, blah, blah, blah. It didn't work that time. They were prepared, nice utility, well held. Dapper trying to do damage, got to try and do something, but the round might be a little bit too far away. As look where that spike is. They can just sit in this crossfire. They shouldn't let him get an individual 1v1. They don't. They're ready on the swing. Vice there to shut it down.
All in. Will the wall go up? Sick. Down to about 10 HP. The Paranoia is going to find at least 2, and the Bulldog will find more. Relics doing the damage. Sick still alive in the middle for now. But he's got an Ares and 2 pistols looking his way. Everyone's going to fall for the Sentinels, and another big hold from Cloud9. And here comes the push-up long. Cage is up at the perfect time. Tens is going to be flashed out of position, but comes running in. Will be found with a headshot as kills going back and forth. It's 2 down from each side. Spike still not planted. Shazam has it in hands as the Sentinels are going to be backing away. Shazam, half health. Long A controlled by Dapper. Operator on site.
Also good, he can hold this, he can commit, you can see they're lining up, and here we go. First is good, is there going to be a second peek from him? That's a bit bold, a little bit too bold for me, and oh, it suddenly opened up an avenue in which this retake is looking worse, but Dapper, oh, he's good for 1, but not the second. Mitch is there, and it's all gone terribly wrong for the Sentinels.
And at short range, here comes Sinatra flying through.
They're having none of it. They've got him red every day of the week. He has had no success, and on the other side, the other player, his counterpart, his counterpiece is Tens. And count to 3, the man's racking up the bodies. He wants to get to 12 rounds. He wants to look at the third map. He's thinking about bind already.
Good luck, Mr. Brimstone. Meanwhile, though, Sick is easing in with his Bulldog, and he is going to make this now a 2 versus 3. A little bit more manageable, and he's going to try and get back to his Brimstone Zombs for some heal.
They could rotate, and it's pulled 2 players away. So it's on to Mitch on the other side, gets contact, falls away. I love this from Mitch. Very safe play.
He's going to get a res
try and
here.
make a one-man thing. He's going to fall away. He can now hold the angle, so they're locked on the site. Very smart from Mitch and safe, allowing time for these rotations. Jet's there now. Relics is there now. It's time to try and play this retake back in. They're doubling up towards CT. This is going to be a tough one to play back through, but that's the beginning. And Tens, is he going to do it all himself? No, Sick is still trying to hold on.
Sick has a resurrect if he's able to pull it off, but there's 2 players on the sites. He's just going to stick with his guns here. That's a third. Sick makes the 2v4. A round in favor of the Sentinels, finding 4 kills after the plant, and is going to get the op as well.
Back of it, so Relics being that omen, going to sit around here, and here comes the hit. It's going to be towards C. Nice slow from Mitch. He's going to hinder their progress. And again, we're down to 20 seconds here, Puckett. This is going to be late in the day now.
Got to get onto this site. Got to get this plant down, or at least pick up all of the kills. Mitch holding strong as Relics chimes in with 2 of his own. That is already 3 down. Make it 4, and once again, Dapper is going to fall for the second time as Relics picks up the 4K in the 12th round. Cloud9 a map point here, or do they?
We're going to find out. It's an all-in piece.
Was that a collat to start? I'll take it.
It's the double. It's a straight-up double, and you've taken out some of your big hitters straight away. There's no better way to do it, and no better man to be at the helm of it. Tens can fall away going.
It's fully a 3 versus 5 with 50 seconds and a Tens in your face. He's going to find his third. Get the 8th, Tens. I'm ready for another highlight clip. Let's put this game away and move forward. Now, the ultimate is still available for Zops. That's the only thing that I can see in their favor, and I'm just going to shut up and watch Tens for a little bit.
Unfazed by anyone. I don't know what Zoms does, man. What can you do in these buckets?
Okay. All right, they're giving them the opportunity for the ace, and there it is. Oh. Tens and Cloud9 will tie up this series.
Getting out some utility from the side of Cloud9, but it's not quite worked out because Cloud9 are all here on A site. They very much are expecting this push.
And and the timing of the wall was so clutch. It does not prevent them to move with the molly. The kills are starting to come in fast and furious. Sinatra, he's going to get picked off by Shinobi. The in-game leader has himself 3 kills. Last player left alive. It's going to be Sick. Can Sick live up to his name? Looking for another, but he can't quite get the shot off. His teammate is going to stick it. Sick goes through the smoke. He goes through the smoke, but Relix is right there, and they manage to get this one. I thought that it was looking like Sick might have been able to clutch that. There will be some protection if they do want to get into hookah, but Mitch has eyes on that one. Also, Relix does have the orbital strike, and he's going to call this one. Mitch does get the headshot. Orbital strike is now going to come down. Players are going to have to get out of that one. Kills starting to now come in hot and heavy, and just like that, Cloud9, in a blink of an eye, are up 4-0 against Sentinel. This locked down now.
And the last thing they want to do here is kind of sacrifice their economy and give away weapons if they don't feel like this is doable. Time is ticking away, so they have to go soon. The orbital strike does force one out, and that's going to be beautiful. As quick as that. Zoms gets a 3K.
Get that spike down. Mitch is hanging out by the teleporter and will actually get bodied by Shazam in turn. I don't think they will be able to obtain that op, so they'll just have to worry about that for another day. They're going to need to burst out of this one. Hunter's Fury is going to come out. Shazam has him lined up. Did actually tag one, looking for an angle on the other side. But while that's going on, you have teammates continuing to clear out some more kills. Sick and Dapper are certainly going to be good for it. Vice was in a bit of a pickle there. And Sentinels will get themselves their 2nd round win. On the other side of the site, though, Spike is going to get placed down courtesy of that wall that will be protecting Tens inside of the cubby. Dapper's going to be on the opposite side, and there was just a little too much for Tens to worry about there. So now that this wall is going to go down, this is where Sinatra can actually go a little crazy. Locates one, tries to get the second, but Relix is going to be up on Heaven to try and protect himself there.
Right here.
These players are going to be dangerously weak, Askin.
He got some big damage done there. He does have orbital strike as well. Opts not to go for showers. Instead, he sends it towards Lance, but here comes Shinobi now. He has prime position. And there is going to be a very weak player in Lance. He gets the tags. Now he just needs to hold this.
Oh, winnable, winnable, winnable. Oh, my word. Shinobi.
We'll see whether this op can make a little bit of a difference in the early stages. But it sounded like it was a whiffed shot, and Tens is caught, unfortunately, in the orbital strike of Zoms. And that's not how they wanted to start.
Microwave 10 served up for dinner. That is unfortunate. But Vice is going to try and even the odds here. Sinatra, connection on the Vice as he went back for the peek again. Shinobi going to be way back in sight. Will be good for the kill against Shazam. Sinatra, while that was going on, actually pushed forward. Relix is there to back his buddy up, and he is actually going to get out of there, Shinobi, because he was a little weak. And then Mitch from Heaven with another shot, and he backs away because he was weak, but also wanted to use that Hunter's Fury. This has been an amazing defensive hold here for Cloud9.
I mean, especially considering they lost the first player in Tens, but now they've got all the info that Sick is going to be on site, and Sick has to go Sick here if he's going to be able to win this round. It's a 1 versus 2 at the moment because old Sova went for the big old flankaroonie. We'll get the first. Nice little headshot onto Relix. Now he knows that there's one player in Heaven. We'll be able to heal himself up. Can have a little look. He is going to look towards short here as well. He gets the second, and this could be the third. He does go for the spray down. Now will we see the possible clutch here from Sick?
Sick is going to be dancing around the truck here. Mitch is going to be creeping around the corner cold with this op, and the connection's not there, and Sick clutches it after the plant. Oh, you let him know. Let him know. Oh, my. So remember that as this matchup continues here. Sinatra pushes onto the site. He's sending everything out to see what he can get out of this one. He will be backed away. Sent back with the run it back. They are safe, though, onto the site. Dapper will be getting this down. Orbital strike's now going to come down here, but Sinatra around the corner. Relix does get the kill. Spike is planted. Mission is done. Sick brings Dapper back into the fold here, but it's going to be short-lived because Relix is there for 2. Mitch picks him up.
You will not kill my ally.
And now we're starting to see here as a half is looking, well, mighty fine for Sentinels given how it started. But I think Cloud9, they're going to be more than okay with the 6-6. First blood. Mitch is going to fall down to that one. Not sure around this corner. Look at that flash off there, Relix. He was just caught off guard. Sinatra's waiting for the support on Heaven, which 2 players are going to be there to back him up. Tens, though, isn't going to give him the time to be able to settle. And while that goes down, Dapper does get the final 2 kill along with Sick. They're still going to have to commit to this, and Zoms has a great angle, can get some shots off, but will be backed away. Sinatra with 3, looking for another one, but there's Shinobi. He had his back, his teammates back, does get that kill. 17 HP, though. They think they know where he is.
Just important he gets the extra 300 here by getting the spike down. He's done his job there. He's survived. He's got onto site. Spike planted. He's not going to win this round unless he's, well, anything short of a miracle. But there you go. He goes down to Shazam. Just bangs him through the wall. A little bit more difficult, but they're not going to hesitate. They're not going to slow down. Hunter's Fury gets popped, and Shinobi says, you know what? Screw your wall. I'm just going to blast through it. Hunter's Fury doesn't catch anyone. They're going to have to be a little bit more patient.
Credit there to Zoms, man. He did that play yet again, and it worked out. But the difference here is that he had Dapper to help him. Last player, it's going to be Shinobi and Zoms. A Bulldog and a Dream will get the job done. Wide open. So they got the knowledge that the Cypher was there, the Sage was there. Go ahead, put this spike down. They're going to have to retake this one from defender's side.
I mean, what was more clever, waiting for the res or the fact that Sentinels sent 2 to ensure they were able to get the res? Because sometimes you're not going to have the wall available to get the safe res because they used the wall so early on in the round. But here comes Six straight onto the site, gets one onto Mitch, bursts straight through the cyber cage to try and find a second, but he doesn't. Relics and Shinobi will clean things up, leaving just the lone Shazam on his own. And this is going to be a save, I'm sure.
He doesn't have a lot of options, unfortunately, for him, but he's gonna have to fly over this one. Rockets down, boom, does get the kill, but his teammates, they just get shredded like Swiss cheese inside of the showers. Relics, though, he's gonna be good for 1, does come out, and this spike now should be able to go down here. Oh no.
Careful now.
He's burning him. He's burning him. He burns him. Sinatra gets cooked. Relics. But now it's the 2 aces here. Sinatra versus Tens, but Tens comes out on top. Ties it up 9-9.
And taking down Tens that could be so important for this round. But there's still an idea of heading towards A here. And the res is possible as well, mind. Here comes Orbital Strike, which might just be the perfect distraction. You can see, yeah, there is the res, but there's the opposition Orbital Strike. You don't see it on camera, but in the minimap it was there. Shinobi goes onto site to take down Sick, but the res does not count for anything. Straight away, the Orbital Strike shuts it down.
Oh boy, I did not see that one coming. Vice stuffed by Zoms. Zoms still hugging this wall. Shinobi's going to push up with all the confidence in the world. This was such a critical round for them. Only player left alive is Mitch. Zoms 3 kills that round, no problem. The critical round for Cloud9, they come out on top. 10-10 is the score. The recon as well. Tens, a rare situation. Misses the shot, misses another one as well. And that was his target too. Had he gotten that kill, he wouldn't have killed Shinobi, and then they would have some shower presence. Sinatra's going to be lurking in the smoke like a creeper, but Mitch stops that one right in its tracks. A short wall is up now. Spike is down. Zoms has just been on fire thus far, and to think that he was on the sights of Tens. Tenzo does find the target. Instead, it's going to be Sick who goes down. There goes Tens, and he finally will do the job against Zoms. 1 player left alive. It's Dapper. He's clutched out these a few times. These players are going to be very weak. Sage, super weak, but it's Mitch. Mitch, ladies and gentlemen. 4 kills there for the 3rd officially signed player of Cloud9.
Could be an A push, even though it's very heavily going to be a B push right now.
Shinobi, Hunter's Fury is out. Vice gets the first blood. Oh, that's big. That is big because he's been lurking there for a hot minute, and it finally paid off. Sinatra now running back state. They're all going to teleport forward. They teleport back over to the A site. They're going to go right over to their buddy. That's going to leave Zoms here to be the LMS to hold this thing down. He needs his teammates to get there soon. Has to stay alive as well. Playing the cubby right by A lamps. Spike is down now. The retake begins. Shazam gets that first pick. Going to bring things up to 4-4. Shazam is also going to be dangerously low as well. Tens nails the shot. Shinobi, oh no, Shinobi has to be careful not to take this over to his teammates, and Shazam gets another kill. 2 players left alive. Six around the corner. Shinobi goes down. It's just down to Relix, and Relix can't do it. A tied game. Relix cannot do it. 4 kills for Shazam. He was a superhero at the end of that one.
Be great. We were saying how the last round was crucial, but I think every round in this game has been crucial because there's so much to be gained from it. The tracking dot will be removed, so a little bit of information has been had here on short. But what a nade that is. Dapper has to push because of it. Tens gets the frag, and he gets a second. But there are trades from Sick and Zombs, so it's a 3 versus 3 now, GB.
Tens gonna hold the angle here, and he hits the shot. Orbital strike is down. He tries to fly away from there and will manage to do so with 77 HP. The spike, luckily, was actually going to be further away from them. Tens has managed to obtain it.
And he gets Showstopper.
He has Showstopper, man. This is huge. Ooh, oh, he doesn't have a blast pack. He doesn't have a blast pack. He's gonna have to shoot through it. He's hopping around. Just jump in here. Relix is holding this angle. Oh, but Shazam connects. Only player left alive is Tens, and he just has an op, 77 HP. They know exactly where he's going to be here as well. Shock Dart is out, but Tens, if he holds this angle, but Zombs is there and connects it. Oh boy, we got ourselves a bit of a nail biter here, Gaskin.
To see if Shazam is going to be offing here, but they've got enough info now as all the utility is going to be spammed from Sova, but
Dapper
he's
gets
blocked out 2, but Dapper gets 2 openers of his own, and now this could be the end is nigh. Sinatra is there to get a third, and surely Sentinels win from this point. At least Vice has done something, but he's in a 1 versus 4 GB, and I don't think this is going to go well.
Yeah, as I heard in an old Halo match all these years ago, push because you can't lose. That's basically where it's at right now, and they do it just like that. Sick gets the final kill, and Sentinels pick up the win.
And I put towards B, but now it's going to be the push from middle up to A. They're going to go up vents here, but they're going to be walking straight into Sinatra, who has boombots, he has flashbacks, and he's done so much damage. He's ripping through them right now. He gets a 3K, and that is definitely not where you wanted to go. You did not want to head into a raise there with all of a utility still available.
Then also seeing a weird situation with Relix playing this role. Tens, though, will be true with that Sheriff. Mitch does get cleaned up by Shazam's Bulldog. Shazam is going to be in the corner there. Vice makes quick work of him. The nade comes in, 2 kills. Oh my goodness, Sinatra, please stop blowing them up and let me finish my sentence.
To make it so difficult for you to be able to rotate if you have gone for a default.
Oh no. Shazam, he does the magic the only way Shazam can. Goes right over with the updraft and just a basic but beautiful kill there. Vice unaware of what was going on, just like the way the Sinatra might actually catch a few here. Does get the intel, backs away, doesn't invest anything into it. Let the Boombai go ahead and handle that, and let them go ahead and shoot that instead. Finally, they're going to get onto the site. Shinobi and Relix get themselves 2 kills, but Relix looks away, and Sick is going to get that kill instead. One player, it's Mitch. Only one left alive. A classic and no hope to get that spike down. Ooh.
Okay.
Viper's Pit from back here. So from where the origin of the Viper Pit is going to go, it will pass through the wall, I believe. Yes, it's enough.
Slightly.
It's enough for him to get through it. Oh, but Shinobi's actually going to run in. Wait a minute, no, Zombs is there. Zombs is there. Zombs is there. Zombs gets 2. Oh, man, that is just a heartbreaker. He pokes out right at the nick of time, and it was a smart play with that Viper's Pit. The issue was Zombs held the corner, and they were pre-firing it just because they knew that someone was going to be creeping that, because that was the weakness of that Viper's Pit. Trent to the fold. He does have a showstopper, can be a bit of a nuisance for this team to deal with. Zombs waiting in the wings, right at the edge, spikes down, drop down, job is done. Tens gets 3 kills.
This is clever. Hop in the orb just to try and make them think that he's still on site while still watching this angle at the defender's side spawn. 2 versus 2, and Cloud9 need this round, but Showstopper is popped here, GB, and he's gonna get a kill with it. That's gonna be the 3rd, and Tens can't manage to do anything from that defender's doorway. Sentinels with an 8-0 lead here.
Relix has no blast packs to work with. Sinatra does back away right at that exact moment, and that is going to give Vice the ability to go in and get that kill. Sight will be taken over here, but Sick could play spoiler. Doesn't end up happening. Shinobi lands the shots with the ghost. One player's going to be outside, and they need these wins. Gaskin, this is it.
Headshot.
This is it indeed. I mean, I said it would have to be a mistake from Sentinels, but now rifles have been acquired by Cloud9. And we're potentially looking at their first round difference on the side of Cloud9.
Just got to check this corner. So Tens with the kill. Watch out for those grenades. They go down. Sick has the angle, though. Mitch is there again for another one. He's been good for this the entire time. He has to play around Tens here. That player was going to be hanging out right by that wall. Doesn't end up working out for them. And hey, Cloud9 gets 3 in a row.
Viper's pit on A here. Go for the bait. Like, try and make them think they're doing that play again, but oh no!
The plan is all, it's done. It's done. They know exactly where they're going to be just because Sick held that angle and he Viper's pit over by the A site to go for that play again. Now the confusion actually settles in here because they don't know that the Viper's pit could be out, so they are going to go back. Instead, they hard commit onto the B site, which they will do so because they have no time remaining. Wall is down. Sinatra has to get these kills here, just has a Spectre. Shazam, though, don't forget, has the Blade Storm. Mitch, nice shot there. Will connect for another, but the paranoia is going to be too much for him to handle. Last player is now going to be Tens here, looking to hold this round down for his team, but it doesn't happen. 9-3 in the half, but it could have been a lot worse for Cloud9.
Ways that are available from Viper. And Tens has to go big here because there are 5 players walking towards him at B.
They're already going onto the site. The difference is that you can't do this against Tens. He will get himself at least 1 or 2, and he does just that. Zoms is the last player left alive. The plan fell apart, but perhaps Zoms could bring it back from the brink of defeat. Shots are going out. Zoms ain't gonna happen. Hog, it might be enough. Vice can actually slow this thing down.
They found my wire.
They're gonna slow this thing down. Vice just has to do some work here just to get at least 1 or 2 kills. Site's gonna be wide open, and he gets through this. They have no idea that he's behind them. Gets 1 kill. Paranoia is out. That guy can't see anything, but so can't Shinobi because of that talk screen was there at the worst place. But Tens good for the kill. Zoms now. No, it's Cloud9. They are getting another round on the board. He's done that so many times at this point. Shazam will tailwind through this one and will get picked off by Shinobi waiting on top of the box. He was just chomping at the bit to get that opportunity, and it paid off big time.
Ooh. They've got so much available for them now. Like, look at all that utility that just keeps them in B garage. This has been locked down. 4 versus 2.
Game has gone. Okay, Vice. The way that this game has gone, it's Cloud9 in those first few rounds. 8 straight, Gaskin. 8 rounds straight. And he will be there to receive them with glee.
You will not kill my ally.
Zoms kills Vice instantly as soon as he's going to be brought back. Tens onto the site. No kills for him. Only 1 player left alive, and it's Shinobi. Perhaps their luck could be changing here, but you got a lot of weak members of Sentinels still looking to hold this thing down, or at least 1 weak member that's going to be located right next to the spike. Shinobi has been peaked, and finally, Sentinels, they will end this reign of terror that Cloud9 has put forth on them. We're still hanging out on A site, though. There goes the push. Relics from downtown.
You will not kill my ally.
Trying to get him back for another. Sick gets the res off on Shazam and also gets the follow-up kill. That's going to be 2 kills here. Sinatra all the way back toward A screens. 8 HP. And Gaskin, now this is where I start to get a little concerned for Cloud9. Potentially he's going to be sent over toward heaven, so now they really don't have a choice when they get up on there. Mitch is going to be banged up, bloodied and bruised. Will be able to get out of dodge with that one, but his teammate died around him. Tenzo working around inside, and Shazam! What a kill from Shazam! Mitch with 22 HP. He's surrounded by so many players. This is one of the most important rounds, but Relics get shut down. Shazam! What a kill for him! It's now just Shinobi. Last player left alive, and that is going to be match point, series point, and tournament point. Sentinels.
Not great.
And maybe you're going to try and get aggressive, but so is Shinobi. Shinobi with 2 kills. Hey, if someone needs to make a play, it better be the IGL in that instance. Shazam's going to charge all the way up here. Still has the op. Also did pop the ultimate as well. Man advantage will go to Cloud9 as they're holding on to a prayer here in order to keep the drive alive in the PAX Arena Grand Finals.
This angle is so sneaky from Shazam as well. If there is even the slightest peek from Relics, oh, but he's going to reposition. Maybe he didn't realize there was a player on elbow, but he does scout his way back over there. Does have the ultimate available, but Vice outs him with the Bulldog. A huge kill to keep this round and this map alive for Cloud9. Mitch will get one of his own. Sick does trade, but he is the last remaining player in a 1 versus 3. And I think Cloud9 are just about going to stay alive here.
At least for the time being. 1v3. Sick inside of heaven. B-site's going to be open and Tens will meet him. Oh boy, this actually changes things up quite a bit. Sick with this kill, now the wall's down. He can get this spike off. A 1v2, but no armor. So doesn't have the cushion of the 50 HP that would be remaining. And also nowhere for him to be able to res his teammates so that they can put an exclamation mark at the end of this competition. But how amazing would it be if Sick manages to clutch up a 1v2 here when all hope appeared to be lost, and it was Sick, the battle sage, to win this one out. Player's going to be located on the site. Sick now in a 1v1. Oh no! And Sick, I cannot believe it. Sick gets it.